Welcome. We're back.
We are back.
We had a little some delays.
We were on international break.
Yeah, we were on international break for like a month. That's cool.
We traveled places. Didn't document any of it. It was quite a blur, to be honest.
yeah. Yep.
One of those days.
Yep.
Months.
All right, so Premier League back this weekend.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The goals.
All the goals.
They were. I mean, it was
was
everybody was like shitting.
Everyone
on the
was
Premier
really
League.
happy.
Yeah.
Every Premier League player was like, guys, there's no more international breaks. We're here to the end.
Yeah.
Let's just out of the gate.
It's the final push, and it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a great last 8 games.
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff going on both ends of the table.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make for some interesting games.
Yeah,
I'm
I feel like
excited to
this
see.
might be back to like the 2012, like the ending where it was just insane.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope for that because that is great for views.
Well, there was a lot of goals.
We had like 5 stunner goals.
Yeah.
They were just absolutely amazing. So you had Bobby Zamora chipping the goalkeeper, fantastic. Wayne Rooney's goal. If you haven't seen this, I'll put a link in the description to some illegal website that'll have it, so you can see it if you haven't seen it. Mesut Ozil's free kick
So
was
beautiful.
so good.
So
Jermaine
beautiful.
Defoe.
Volley.
It was
That
stuff
volley
like
on some Molly.
And then possibly the goal of the season.
I'm going to say goal of the season. I'll put it out
Charlie
there.
Adam.
Charlie Adam.
64 yards or something.
64, 65. I think it was 65. They had it at
It was
65.
amazing.
Great.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Lewandowski breaking Jurgen Klopp's heart
yes.
in Der Klassiker.
The Der Klassiker happened this weekend. Robert Lewandowski decided that his favorite song is by Gautier. Because all of Dortmund was like somebody I used to know. They weren't happy with it.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's really got to hurt because, he was the guy at Dortmund. He was Mr. Dortmund, and then he left for Bayern.
yeah.
And now he goes back to the Westfalen Stadion, the Signal Iduna,
Yeah.
and he
Scored.
beats his old team. So
1-0, game over. I mean, I was kind of surprised there wasn't more goals, but
I wasn't really,
I know Marco Reus almost had a goal. But
because last game wasn't the last game that Bayern played. They lost to Gladbach.
Yep.
So it is what it is. Let's move on though. Tim Howard.
He can save everything.
That was some save.
Odell Beckham-ish.
If you don't know who it is, Odell Beckham is a wide receiver for the New York Giants. American hand egg ball.
And egg ball. The save pretty much saved Everton
Yeah, it did.
from. I mean, they beat Southampton.
It was Pella.
Yeah, Graziano Pella.
And Tim Howard just, making sure Everton finishes the middle of the table. And making sure Southampton doesn't get in Europe.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's not too late to say that Southampton can't do it.
I think
but
they're done.
I think,
I think the teams that are above them right now are just playing too good.
they are.
Yeah,
They really are. But we'll get more to that. But talking about the teams above them, let's talk a little bit.
Well, you had your game, the Liverpool-Arsenal game.
Yeah.
And
You knew where I was going.
I saw predictions and stuff, and I was like, I feel like Arsenal's going to run rampant on Liverpool, and they did.
It wasn't quite the 5-1 last season was, but 4-1, it's pretty close. Liverpool, man, I'll give them credit, they had their moments. But Arsenal was just right out the box, bang. They brought the pressure. Liverpool, like I said, they had some moments, and there was the Emre Can red card as well. But
They have so many people suspended. Like, Liverpool is done right now.
yeah,
Like,
Martin
really-
Skirtle's out for 3 games.
Yeah.
Stevie G out for 3 games.
Now Emery Chan.
Yeah, he's out. Who else is out
And then,
or injured?
Lallana was injured,
Adam
right?
Lallana, yeah.
And then, did Sturridge play?
I feel like Sturridge played. I feel like Sturridge was kind of like borderline though.
Yeah.
Sturridge is one of those guys. I feel like if he feels like something could happen, or if he's like on that like border, like he'd rather play at full fitness.
Yep.
Than play like
Which I prefer.
at like 95.
Yeah. So
It is what it is, though. But Arsenal, man, just looking good. The funny thing about it was, I'll say this really quick, and we'll wrap up on this topic, was Simone Mignolet got beaten every time to his right side.
Yeah.
Just curlers into his right. He was like, can't get him.
Well, no, the Mesut Ozil was to the left.
No, it wasn't. It was to his
right.
right.
To his right. Yeah,
to his right.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
It's all
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
But, man, it was great from Arsenal.
Arsenal's playing fantastic. Was it 7 wins in a row?
6, I believe.
I think it's 7 wins.
7 wins in all comps, but 6
Oh,
in the
that's
Premier
right.
League.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gunners, yeah.
Yeah, Gunners, yeah. I loved seeing him smile because I feel like he needed to smile. Everyone's on Ozil's case, like, he's not doing this, he's not doing that.
He showed his class. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's so German and beautiful.
Nemo.
Yeah, that's great. All right, moving on. Talk about Chelsea a little bit. Diego Costa, he didn't have much play time.
He came on at halftime, which was an interesting because Diego Costa's had fitness problems his entire career at Chelsea now. And if you guys remember last year, the Champions League final where they wasted a sub on him pretty much, I thought he shouldn't have played in that final at all. I thought that was a waste of his sub, and that could have been the game changer at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But he came on, and 10 minutes later, He's off with another injury. I don't think it's a serious one, but you could tell when he was walking off, he was worried and just kind of annoyed. Because he wants to play.
It's frustrating when you're a player of his caliber.
Yeah.
Was top goal scorer of the season. He is still, I think.
He's tied with Harry Kane. I think they're the same.
But he just and now he's just getting injured all the time.
It's bad.
It's got to be frustrating.
Well, it's the same with Sergio Aguero.
Let's stick on Chelsea though for a minute. Let's say the stars align in a certain way, and Chelsea do not win the league this year.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of heat under Jose Mourinho.
Do you think he'll get sacked though, or do you think they'll keep him around? They have the Capital One Cup.
I feel like Abramovich would be so mad that Chelsea had everything in their own control, controlled their destiny, and if they lose the title to any of the 3 that are behind them, Arsenal can do it.
Yes, they can.
City and United. I mean, I don't think United will, but I really think Arsenal's peaking.
I don't think United's going to do it.
No, I think Arsenal. Well, because Man United has to play Arsenal, Chelsea, and City. They have to play everybody ahead of them, and I don't think they'll get 9 points out of those games.
Nope.
So
they won't.
We'll see.
I'd like to see them beat Chelsea though.
Everybody wants to see Chelsea drop points, but back to the original thing.
Yeah.
I do think. I honestly think if they don't win the title this year, I think Jose Mourinho's gone.
Time will tell. What do you think, guys?
Yeah,
do you think if Chelsea loses, Mourinho's gone, or will they keep him around? He is Jose Mourinho.
Yep.
So there's that. He's got that going for him, which is nice. Okay, but let's move on a little bit. Let's actually move to Spain for a minute. Let's talk about the Real Madrid-Granada match and Cristiano Ronaldo going off.
So, Cristiano Ronaldo scores 5 goals in a 9-1 thrashing of Granada.
10-goal thriller.
He had an 8-minute hat trick.
It's the fastest he's ever scored.
I mean, it was just insane. And it wasn't even like they were super easy goals.
No,
they were nice.
He had work
goals.
to do.
We just watched the highlights and we're noticing it's 5-0, and we're like, there's 5 more goals in this game. So the highlight package was pretty sweet. Benzema had a brace, but Ronaldo, man, it's insane. It's really insane on how good Ronaldo and Messi are.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Because
now Ronaldo has 24 hat tricks in the Liga. Messi has 24 hat tricks in the Liga. Yeah. This is the first game that Ronaldo has ever scored 5 in his career.
Yeah,
whole career. He's above Messi now. I believe Ronaldo has 36 and Messi has 32. They're the top scorers, but they also have the top assists.
I mean, it's just insane how lucky we are in this generation to watch these 2 players.
Oh yeah, would you argue that this is the best generation of football that there has been? Or could you, if not, who?
I don't know. I would say we're in a pretty good...
We're in a very solid one.
Yeah.
Let's leave it to you guys. Are we in the best generation? Let us know what you think. Was there a better one? If so, who?
Yeah, I'd like to know. I would like to see what
because I think in our lifetime, I don't think we're going to see a better...
No, once those 2 retire, I don't think
I mean, and even besides them, we got our, you got your Gareth Bale still. You got your
Well, yeah, you have the young kids.
Paul Pogba.
You have Bale, Pogba, Aguero,
Yeah.
and Eden Hazard.
You could even make a case for like Harry Kane. He's still young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people with a lot of years left still,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
All right, moving on.
Let's
to
move it on. United. Go back to England. United's been playing some football.
They've actually been playing really well. They finally figured out the system. Good for you guys, because these last couple wins, I really couldn't say anything bad about them because they were solid wins. They weren't these lucky wins that they've been just eking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason why they're so high on the table is from earlier in the season, but that's football.
Yeah.
And that's how it's played.
That's the reason why I think you can make the argument that's kind of why Chelsea's were that they're able to get these like very close margin victories, but they're still victories.
Yep.
United, for a while everyone was on their case, but
they
now
looked really bad.
they did. But now they're starting to actually play.
No, it's.
I think
it's looking good.
I think some of the changes that Michael Carrick's been good for them recently. Andrew Herrera had a brace.
Yeah, and Carrick was really good in the England game too.
So what does that say? Like, where would they be if Michael Carrick had been playing the whole season?
I don't know, or if just everybody was playing top notch. Yeah. And Rooney playing more up front is always going to be better because he's a striker. We saw his class this weekend, and it's. I have nothing bad to say about the man. That goal was fantastic. It just really was. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about the relegation battle right now. We're talking about, there's a lot of stuff going on at the top and the bottom, but we didn't really talk about the bottom. It's getting interesting at the bottom. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of people are ruling like Leicester out, and they still they very well might be out, but they won. They had a 2-1, I think.
Over West Ham, I believe.
Yeah, over West Ham, who...
Andy Carroll said they're going to win the title.
That's a whole other story. Yeah. We know that story.
Yeah,
QPR, I don't recall.
Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley. Then we also have
Villa,
Sunderland.
City, and Sunderland.
And there's 7 points that separate from the bottom.
6. It's the bottom 6 teams.
Yeah. Are only separated at 7 points. And there's...
It's going to get real tight.
8 games? 7 games?
8 games left.
8 games left. And it's going to get real tight. There's some opportunity there, I think, for some upsets to happen. I think Burnley, they came really close to beating Tottenham today. Danny Ings has had a couple good chances. Yeah. He had one chance. He was one-on-one.
There was a lot of shots on target
with Michel Vorm today. And if he had slotted it to either side, goal, and they would have notched it. Harry Kane didn't look great today.
I'm telling you, he's not. I don't think he's going to be the world-class player that everybody thinks he's going to be.
I think he has the potential, but
but
it's all about following through.
But I also wanted to give a shout-out to, because in the beginning of the season, we really gave a lot of crap to Crystal Palace. So Alan Pardew he's now brought Crystal Palace above his former club.
That's awesome.
With a game in hand because they play City tomorrow. So
shout out to you, Alan Pardew. Here's to you, Alan Pardew.
Yeah.
Palace loves you more than you will know.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so I'm curious. If we had to make a prediction right now, really quick, staying on this relegation, with everything as it is, I know we made some predictions a little bit ago, but now with everything kind of shaping up, who do you think is going down?
Leicester and QPR, that's the only ones I can guarantee.
You think it's a guarantee?
Yeah.
If you had to pick a third, if you had to guess on a third right now, who would it be?
Burnley or Villa?
I think Burnley might stay up. I'm gonna say Hull. I'm gonna say Hull goes down.
Not if Nikita Jelavic has something to say about it.
He has something to say about everything.
Yeah.
I don't know that. It's just something to say.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about this because this was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at this. Zlatan Ibrahimovic slip assist with a slip on a free kick, goes to take it, slips and just eats it. But PSG Marquinhos still gets a goal out of it. I don't understand this because he bricks. He just bricked. Yeah. I've never seen that from him.
It was amazing.
Because it would be less funny if he wasn't a big dude.
Yeah.
I think the fact that he's just a tree.
Yeah, he's a big dude, man.
It's like watching a tree fall.
Yeah. And it made a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But PSG, I believe, won that game
3-2.
because of an own goal.
Yeah, because of an own goal. So Marseille, that was really not bad.
Damn into their case.
Yeah. PSG's on top of the table.
They are now, which is they're close. They only got a point on Lyon.
Yeah.
Though, so Ligue 1.
Ligue 1 might have a surprise at the end.
But we kind of touched on this before, but let's go back to it because this is my thing of the week of the season up to this point. Charlie Adam with that goal. Let's just talk about it for a second because he was so far out and they won the ball back in their half and he's not gonna beat anybody. But he sees Thibaut Courtois 65 yards, and he's off his line. He's like, well, let's just put a left foot through it and see what happens.
Yeah. And the funnier thing, though, was the announcer. Did you hear the announcer? What he says? He goes, oh, Charlie Adams saw Thibaut Courtois, and he knows, I'm tired. I don't feel like running, so I'm just going to put it in the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
He just put his left foot through. Which is like a boot, but it's a butt.
Because my friend sent me the Wayne Rooney goal, and they were like, oh, this is going to be the goal of the season. I was like, and then literally 45 minutes later, I see the Charlie Adam goal, and I was like,
nope.
Wayne Rooney just got dethroned by Charlie Adam. Like, ridiculous. It was fantastic.
Online, on the Premier League Facebook, they compared it to a David Beckham goal.
Yeah.
But Beckham was closer. He was, like, on the 50.
Yeah. Nope.
And that was...
Well, there's also the Luis Suarez goal. That was like 45 yards out.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, it happens, but that one was insane.
The most priceless thing to me was the look on Thibaut Courtois' face. He was just like, guys, sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Got beat by Charlie Adam. That is the top 10 for today from Tea Time Top 10. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you hear, there's a subscribe button. It's down there. You know where it is. You've been here before. You know YouTube's. We have a couple podcasts up on iTunes. You can go check those out. SoundCloud. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're going to be on those a little bit more because we were away. We were on an international break. You heard us. We were there.
Also, leave the comments for the Jose Mourinho question. If Chelsea does not win the title this year, is Jose Mourinho going to lose his job? I want to know what you guys think.
Also want to know, are we in the best era of football ever?
Yeah.
If not, when was it? Let us know. Also, let's talk about goal of the season. Was the Charlie Adam goal, in your opinion, the goal of the season? I know we got some games left, but it's going to be hard to top that.
Well, if there's a title-winning goal, that's obviously going to be the goal of the season.
I guess, but like a tap-in goal for like the title win versus like a 65-yard just boot.
But it won the title.
I guess.
I mean,
if is there a goal that's better than up to this point? We'll say up to this point than the Charlie Adam.
Just in the Premier League?
No, we could say the whole thing.
Okay.
What is? No, let's take the Premier League. Actually, I changed my mind. Sorry, viewers. I'm indecisive. But if there's a better goal than the Charlie Adam one from the Premier League this year, let us know.
Yep.
Until next time, though, I'm Benzo.
BK.
And this is Banter Zone Tea Time Top 10. Catch you next time.
Peace.